Most private hospitals have jacked up hospitalization rates by 10 to 15%. According to Dr. Jose Rene de Grano, president of the Private Hospitals Association of the Philippines, they needed the rate increase to be able to maintain normal operations. That's amid skyrocketing costs of supplies, medicine, equipment, and other overhead expenses. Level 2 and Level 3 hospitals are those that offer advance to the most comprehensive services and residency programs, even had to adjust rates by as much as 20%. Currently, PHAPI has 1,200 member hospitals across the country.
Now let's discuss this issue further with Dr. Jose Rene de Grano, President of the Private Hospitals Association of the Philippines Incorporated, or PHAPI. Good evening to you and welcome to the Big Story, Doc.
Good evening po sa inyo, ladies.
Well, first of all, does this have anything to do with the huge debt of the government to private hospitals?
Actually, not really po. It's most probably a reaction of the hospitals during the last half of the year 2024 nung magkaroon tayo ng inflation, ano? So talagang because of the increase in the prices of the goods or basic supplies in the hospitals, and even the exchange rate of the that we usually use dollars for buying equipment, and that is those are the reasons why talagang tumaas po ang mga hospitalization costs ng private hospitals.
By as much as 10 to 15% po?
Yes po. Kasi hindi lang yun, ano? If you will note, for the past year, tumaas lalo na yung mga salaries ng ating mga nurses. Aside from the nurses, pati po yung mga ancillary workers natin, pharmacies, radtechs, medtechs, etc.
So bottom line, Dr. De Grano, ano lang talaga siya? Kumbaga inflation, yung forex na pag-depreciate ng peso.
More or less ganun po ang reaction po yan ng hospitals kasi if you'll note, wala naman po kaming subsidy galing sa government.
Paano yun makaka-affect dun sa mga PhilHealth members na magpapagamot sa private hospitals? Dr. De Grano, ganun pa rin ba yung, kasi di ba kakaakyat lang nila ng mga case rates nila or yung fixed price na ibibigay per illness. So is that kind of commensurate to this price increase in private hospitals para kahit papano medyo managed pa rin yung costs?
Yes, actually, nangyari po. We have increased the prices, but then later on, siguro around the first quarter of the year, if you'll note, tumaas yung benefits, by around 90%. Yung benefits nila. So more or less, parang hindi masyado naramdaman ng mga patients natin na there was an increase. Kasi parang yung support value ng ating PhilHealth ay tumaas. So yung, although halos pareho pa rin yung out of pocket, hindi masyadong bumaba. From 47, siguro bumaba ng around 44 or 43% yung out of pocket ng ating mga pasyente.
Kaya rin pala, tumaas din yung hospitalization insurance ko. Yung premium ko tumaas rin by 5 or 10% itong year. So, ganun din ba yung mga na-experience ng iba ninyong mga pasyente? From insurance?
Well, medyo totoo po yun. But then if you are, if you have, if you will note, tumaas po talaga ang benefits ng PhilHealth. And for the past several months, we will note also, the hospitals noted na mabilis po ang pagbabayad ng PhilHealth.
Well, with this increase, Doc, can we expect that premiums for insurances will also hike?
We don't know. Most probably, sa mga HMO po, ang mini-mention nyo.
Yes.
Most probably
Tumaas
po.
nga po.
Tumaas yung sa'yo.
Oo, tumaas yung sa akin. Hospitalization
baka because
yun.
you're older, no?
Hindi Tumataas talaga. Mahal na nga siya because I'm older.
Well, I'm medyo overdue sa aking premium. But, Doc, magkano ba ang utang ng DOH at ng PhilHealth sa private hospitals?
Well, if you will note po, yung sinasabi namin na MAIPIF, these are the medical assistance for indigent and financially incapacitated patients. Yan po ay may fund sa Department of Health.
Okay.
And these are because of the guarantee letters po. So when I talked with Secretary Arbosa and Yusek Chong, they promised na they'll look into it. And so far, for the past 2 weeks na nakausap namin sila, medyo na-start na po nila magbayad. And then, so, yun ang no problem po with that. And then, PhilHealth naman po, as I mentioned, mabilis po ang payment nila for the past several months.
So, can you give us an update,
yeah.
Doc, kung ano na yung mga balanse na lang?
Oo nga, anong binabayad nila at
at magkano na lang
oo,
yung
magkano
utang?
na lang? But
Actually,
ayaw
marami pa
banggitin.
po. Meron pa rin po kaming hinahabol sa PhilHealth. Pero unti-unti po yun. Ang sabi po ng ating bagong presidente, unti-unti natin aayusin yan. Meron pa rin po kasing pagkukulang nung time ng COVID. Medyo malaki pa rin po yun.
Magkano
Pero ito
nga po exact figures? Kayo
Siguro-
dahil mag-i-increase kayo ng prices, ayaw nyo sabihin dahil baka pagbawalan kayo ng gobyerno. But it's unregulated. I mean, you can increase your prices when you want to, right? I mean, there's nothing
Of course,
stopping.
siyempre po, pero alam niyo naman po kung very competitive pa rin. So, hindi kami pwedeng basta-basta mag-increase ng price. Kawawa din po ang ating mga pasyente pagka gano'n ang ginawa namin.
Yeah, but we'd like the figures pa rin, Doc, if you don't.
Do you have them on hand, Doc? Nasa iyo ba? Kasi ito na lang, unahin natin yung sa MAIFIP, yung galing sa mga GL or guarantee letters from yung mga kandidatong hindi nanalo.
Dapat na kasi ipagbawal yan in the first place. You should not accept them.
Nasa 7 billion yung utang nila sa mga private hospitals pa. You're saying, oo, nabawasan na ito? Or may commitment from DOH na unti-unti
Yes,
na?
Nagbayad na daw unti-unti. So magkano yung nabayad, Doc? Bakit
Siguro
ngumingiti
po
lang
yung total
kayo?
yung 7 billion po total yun. But then, doon po nung tanungin namin yung aming mga members, ilan pa ba, how much pa ba talaga ang kulang sa inyo sa MAIPIP? Ang nag-respond po is almost 1 billion na lang. And then, when I talk to the secretary and the USEC, then they say they'll do something about it. And most probably naman, kasi nag-respond po sila sa amin na marirelease na yung funds within siguro the next 2 weeks. So hopefully,
Wow, that's a sudden rush
yeah.
payment. Ayaw matanggal ni Secretary sa cabinet revamp.
yan po bago pa nag-announce po yun. Bago po nag-announce.
Pero yung sa PhilHealth, Dr. Degrano, ang tagal na niya, COVID pa natin to pinag-uusapan.
Yes.
So we know na Dr. Mercado has promised to pay and you have said that he has paid. So how much less na yung utang ngayon? Like less than 50%? 30% na lang?
Ganito po, yung gusto nilang bayaran right now is around 8 billion po yon. Yun po ay yung mga na-hold noong time na yon because of more than 60 days yung pag-file namin ng claim. And that's around 8 billion. We still have until September for that. Pero meron pa rin po siguro another, let's say, sabihin na natin around 8 to 10 billion. Yun po yung mga denied claims noong time ng COVID.
Well, Doc, itong 15%, is that already the ceiling or in the coming months and years, posibleng tumaas pa po yan depending on the economy?
Yes po. Right now, actually, hindi naman lahat po nagtaas ng gano'n. Pero a lot of them have increased by around 10% in the last year. Dito lang sa first quarter of the year, merong iba na nag-increase ng another 5% po. So, mga around 15%. Pero siyempre po, yung iba, halimbawa yung mga bigger hospitals na may mga malalaking mga services na ino-offer, minsan umabot po ng around 15 to 20%. And as long as, sabi naman po ng mga pasyente, as long as they can offer better services, hindi naman usually nagrereklamo po sila.
Dapat suklian naman ng magandang serbisyo.
Yes, opo.
And this is across the board. Kay emergency room ka, kay chemotherapy, dialysis, or surgery, lahat yon may increase talaga.
Usually po ganun. But then, alam niyo po, depende yon sa availability din ng mga services po sa kanila.
Bawal magkasakit.
Yes, tama po yun. Tama
Thank
po
you
yun.
so much for talking to us. Dr. Jose Rene De Grano, President of the Private Hospitals Association of the Philippines.